everybody. Welcome back to the channel. I am coming to you from Johannesburg, South Africa. And I'm here because my oldest daughter injured herself and had to have an emergency surgery. Just giving all her HIPAA information. So, Mama had to fly over and take care of her baby. So I've been here. This will be the third week. This is actually our last week here. And honey, it has been something else. She's still in the cast. She'll probably get out of the cast sometime this week, and then she'll probably be in a boot. But we're going to do a live together, and she'll be able to tell you about her experience. But I just wanted to get on here and just talk to you a little bit. Both of us, actually, first me, ended up getting sick. So all last week, I was sick as a dog. I guess some kind of virus was going on down here, and I caught it. Of course, I had missed my flu shot. I had scheduled it for March the 3rd, but I missed it because I was a little ill. So I did not reschedule it. So here I come down here with my 59-year-old butt, and I end up getting some kind of flu. Thank God the person who has been showing us around, owns a tourist company, his wife is a MD. So she was able to prescribe me some medication, some antibiotics, and I'm all good. But that bad boy had me out for 5 days. So this is the first day that my daughter and I are out of the room. We had all our meals, our breakfast, and our dinners in our room. Anywho, prior to me getting ill, we were able to take a few tours. Obviously, she couldn't do a lot of walking because she's on crutches. And like I said earlier, she's in a cast. So the tour owner was able to take us to a few driving tours. So we did visit Soweto, and I'll talk a little bit about that. I really didn't take a lot of pictures of Soweto because I don't believe in exploit people's condition. But I don't want to give the impression that Soweto is all property either, because we saw some beautiful homes. Okay. I mean, absolutely gorgeous. And we did get pictures of that. So in other videos, I will include that in the video. I'll make this short, but I want to give you some first impressions about South Africa, Johannesburg in particular. I'm in a place called Stanton. I think I'm pronouncing that right. And it's a nice area. I'm in a nice hotel. Opted to do a hotel versus an Airbnb because for me, I'm not going to be cleaning up your place while I'm on vacation. I like room service. I don't want to cook, and I don't want to go shopping. So that's that. I'll go ahead and pay for the hotel. My daughter was able to secure us a suite at the hotel where she was staying prior to her injury. So we're going to be here for a total month because she can't fly for 4 weeks after her surgery. Again, we'll talk more about that. But I just wanted to get on here and just say, hey, Johannesburg, we doing well. And God is good. You just never know why things happen, when they happen. You just never know. But it's about living your life and trying to live your life the best you can to the fullest, right? And I've been wanting to come to South Africa for some time now, for some years, but I always was waiting for the perfect time. When this is done, when that's done. But sometimes the perfect time is just never perfect. Like this was not planned. Okay, I did not plan to fly over here because my child got injured and had to have emergency surgery. That was not my plan. But what I will say, this has been an awesome experience because one of the things it has done is let me get my first passport stamp. So that's great. I've had my passport, I want to say, for maybe 2 years. I just like the feeling here. I love it. I was able to visit. We didn't go into the apartheid museum, but I took a picture in front of it. I still have some kind of feelings about it. I am almost 60. So when I was in high school, my high school marched against apartheid. So some of the stuff it's there, right? It's not gone away. And some people might say, Colette, but you didn't live in South Africa. But I live in America. And the apartheid, if you don't know, was based on many of the Jim Crow practices of the American South. And I grew up with my grandmother and my great-grandmother and my great-great-grandmother. They were able to tell me about the different things that happened to them during the Jim Crow South. So some people will say, oh, that was a long time ago. No, I grew up with people who experienced it. In fact, my grandfather on my dad's side was 103 years old when he died. And I grew up with my grandfather. He was born in 1900. Okay. So he experienced those things. And I was able to understand some of what happened. So when I see things like the Apartheid Museum and I hear about how you enter, if you're white, you enter one door. If you're black or colored, you enter through another door. And I know that's petty, but for me, I didn't want to do it at that time. Plus, my daughter, with her being on crutches, she would not have been able to go through that. And I understand that once you go through the doors at the Apartheid Museum, that the experience is totally the same. And maybe the next time I come back to South Africa, I'll go through that experience and I'll be able to tell you more about it. The other thing that we did is we did visit, it's called the Constitution Hill. Beautiful place. I have a lot of pictures of that. And I will talk more about that in another video. But to make it a short story, it's where the top South African judicial system is housed. And that building was created in such an intentional and thoughtful way. I literally cried when I was in there and the guide explained to us what all of the different designs stood for and why they were the way they were. It was just so beautiful and so mindful. We were also able to see and take a picture of the flame of democracy. Oh my goodness. It was so beautiful. And so I'll read to you what I put on my Instagram post. And this is my private Instagram. The flame of democracy was first lit in December 2011 to mark the 15th anniversary of the signing of the first democratic constitution of South Africa. So that's major. And the eternal flame has been burning continuously ever since 2011. Unbelievable. At the foot of the flame of democracy is a beautiful, it's an inscription, I should say, of the preamble of the South African Constitution. The other thing that we were able to do is to visit the one street in the entire world where there were two Nobel Peace Prize winners that lived on the street. I bet y'all didn't know that was in South Africa, did you? Now, the question I have is, do you know who the two Nobel Peace Prize winners are? And South Africans, you can guess, because I got some South African viewers. I know y'all know. You can't say nothing in none of y'all languages. So I'm going to let y'all think about that. Put it in the comments. And I will do a community post to let you know, one, the name of the street. Now it's in the heart of Soweto. Nobel Peace Prize winners. Who were they that lived on this street? Okay. Put it in the comments. It's two. Two. Who were they? All right, y'all. A little windy out here. It's beautiful. I just wanted to say, hey, from South Africa. It's a beautiful place. I love this place. I will be coming back. Hopefully next time it won't be because somebody injured themselves. Hopefully it'll just because I just want to be here. And I'll try to do another video, a couple of videos before I leave. Now that I'm feeling better, now that my daughter's feeling better and we can do some things. We also plan to take another drive around tour, maybe a small tour before we leave if we can. And if I can get some pictures, then I will. I want to say every place we went, food was great, staff was great, people were great. I even got my hair done here in South Africa. Now, you know, this is cute, honey. Got my hair done, my toes done. Isn't that cute? Let y'all see the side. But yeah, I got this done in South Africa. Girl, they took the braids down. They washed it. They conditioned it, they braided it, they dipped it. I'll try to find my receipt to see how much that cost. I'll show you in the next video, but I just wanted to say, hey, from South Africa. All right. Talk to you in the next video. Peace.